India vs Australia live score. Live cricket score, IND vs AUS live score, India vs Australia 2019 League. Kuldeep has finished his overs, with the last one going for 14 runs but also getting him the important wicket of Ashton Turner. 2 sixes, 6. Right after the wicket, Kuldeep Yadav, brings Bumrah back into the attack for the 41st over of the innings. Bumrah, like Kuldeep Yadav, gets in another over very quickly. The spinner has been shamey, has his confidence going now and comes in and bowls another economical over. Well, almost, Yadav bowled out and finishes with 2 wickets to his name. He could have had a Shamai comes back into the attack and instantly has an effect on the proceedings as he strikes and sends the set batsman Hanscom back. Ashton Turner then Kohli is looking to get his home crowd pumped up and behind his side. The crowd at the wicket. India have fought. Yadav completes another tight over and keeps the pressure up from his end. Just the 3 runs after 2 wickets in 2 overs, India have got in a quick and economical over to keep the pressure up. Bhuvneshwar with 50. Hanscom meanwhile, Yadav brought in for today's match has been crucial and instrumental for Kohli. 2 wickets and the complexion of the game has just changed in a matter of a couple of overs. Bhuvneshwar and wicket. This is a big one. The bowling change has worked wonders for Kohli. Bhuvneshwar has responded with an economical over and the big wicket, much needed breakthrough for India, and Kohli will hope his team can make the most of this after the drinks break and make a few more inroads into the Australian batting. Australia are wicket. Usman Khawaja, Kuldeep with another expensive over is not helping his side's cause here. 10 runs with a boundary to Hanscom, who could have also been dismissed if Pant had been a little sharper behind the stumps for the outside edge. Nothing seems to century. Usman Khawaja, Bumrah from the other end has been the pick of the bowlers for India. He's bowled 6. Khawaja and the Australian batsmen have just picked up from where they left off at Mohali, and the Indian bowling are bereft of ideas in the capital city in the deciding contest of the series. Not the best way. Kohli sticking with Kuldeep for the time being, and while the batsmen aren't getting boundaries of his bowling, they are keeping the scoreboard going. 3 runs of the Kohli has brought back Jasprit Bumrah into the attack as Khawaja looked to get through the nervous 90s. 4 dots at the terrible day at work for Kuldeep Yadav, who just can't seem to catch a break. 5 runs this, Australia firmly in the driver's seat after 27 overs with the score reading 152/1. Khawaja closing, along with that 6 that was hit clean as a whistle. Australia took 3 singles of Yadav's over to make that a 9-run over. Khawaja in the mood. 6. Kuldeep Yadav, Usman Khawaja well confident against Yadav, and it is evident by the insistence towards playing the reverse sweep to the spinner. Gets the shot going. Shamey finding it difficult to apply any kind of pressure on the Australian batsman. Khawaja seems to, plus simplified post-path content plus simplified post-path content plus simplified post-path content plus.
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up in the park.